today we will start SIESTA software installation on single node. So first you need to download the latest version of SIESTA and then copy that file to the directory. And then you need to execute the tar -zxvf SIESTA. This is the version actually. So when you enter this command, then you will observe that it will extract all the files and folder inside it. And it will also, by using this command, it will create the same version, the directory name with the same version, and you can list ls means list the files and folder inside the directory. And after that we will change the directory to obj directory, and we will execute sh:/source obj setup.sh. So when you execute this command, then it will start setting up. So let's try to demonstrate this again. So I already installed this one, so let me remove this one first. Okay, remove you, because you don't know, so you don't need to run this remove command. Okay, so let me, so here I have this SIESTA -4.1-b4.tar.gz. so tar minus zxvf and SIESTA. So let's enter it, and it will extract all the files and folders. Here you can observe this ls list. So here you can see this is the SIESTA directory. This is the SIESTA directory which is created. Okay, so cd, we will enter this directory, and cd obj and sh /source obj. Okay, so here in the presentation, if you see, if we move to the other slide, when you run this sh:/source obj setup, so it will show you that compilation setup is done and this thing. And then we need to change or copy this gphoton.net to arc.net. So let's do it. So here cp gphoton arc.make, and then we will execute the make command. So here you can see that now installation will start. So this is the final installation of another simulation software, that is SIESTA, which stands for Spanish Initiative for Electronic Structure of Thousands of Atoms. So with this SIESTA simulation software, we can simulate thousands of atoms, and with laptop computer you can simulate up to, it depends, but I simulate almost around 400 atoms system I simulated. So depending on the processor and RAM in your notebook, it can simulate a number of atoms. Okay, so after this, when this installation is completed, so it will create SIESTA executable file, and we will utilize that executable file with the input file of the SIESTA. So input file we will create or write the input file, SIESTA input file, and we will mention all the parameters, which method, that is GGA, and which exchange correlation method we will use. So that is the PBE or RPBE or any other, or if it is a local density approximation. So accordingly, when you check the user manual, so for MD simulation or local density approximation calculation you can perform, and generalized gradient approximation perform. But you know that for simulation, in order to run the simulation file, so we need the atoms positions in a system, because every system is made up of, if it is molecule or a very complex system, even though it have a number of atoms, and that atom's position basically we use in the input file. So after completion of this, we will move for in the coming lecture. I will show you that how you can model a structure, and that structure you can utilize, you can use it for the simulation purpose. And when you simulate it, so it will give you the output file, and that output file, how you can analyze that, and how you can take that data up to the manuscript writing. Okay, so anyhow, we are waiting for this installation. As soon as it is completed, so I will show you that how it creates the executable file. And in SIESTA, we can install it on in parallel version, parallel mode or serial mode. So parallel mode is basically you can take a number of you can take a cluster. In cluster, there are number of nodes. Number of node means that number of processors and the like the same as CPU system. So that systems are combined together, and which is called cluster, and that cluster has actually a master node in which the other nodes are basically dependent on this master node. So the instructions given from the master node, this, the job will split or distributed over the number of processor, and that is why you can use complex system on the cluster system. But on your desktop, it is single processor, so you can use we can install the SIESTA in serial version. And this is almost going to be completed soon. And for practice, you can remove or delete the directory, and you can reinstall it so that you can better understand. So you will better understand by practicing installing and uninstalling. But in Linux, uninstalling here is like you can just delete the directory, and then you can reinstall it again. So here it is completed, SIESTA installation. So now I will give the command ls -l SIESTA. So I want to see that whether it is executable is created or not. So here you can see this executable is created. So this is our installation is completed. So I can copy this SIESTA executable to home user. Okay? So I copied this. So this is all about SIESTA installation. Thank you very much, and see you next time.